God, this sucks. I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way because, like I said, I absolutely love I've tried. It's hard. I just need to come out and say it. Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Hello and welcome back to my channel. New here, be sure to hit that little red subscribe button before you go. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back and watching more of my bullshit. I appreciate it. I've been a little silent lately, but hi, I've missed you guys. I've missed vlogging. I just wanna kind of talk today, I guess. Just kind of want to talk today with you guys for a second. There's been a lot going on in my life since New Year's. Today is January 28th, so it's been almost a full month since I've picked up my vlog camera. Today is January 30th, 2020. And I did this little poll on my Instagram and my Facebook to see what you guys wanted my next vlog to be about. And to my surprise, you picked life update. Like, weird. Who would have thought that you guys wanted to know what was going on in my life? And I'm sitting here in my jammies, cozy, like I said, getting ready to talk to you guys about my life, because that's just what I love to do, I guess. One of the biggest reasons for my silence is my mom. If you follow me again on social media, you will know that she has not been doing the greatest. I'm gonna try to make this as like brief and to the point as possible, but so you guys can still understand that she's been in the hospital for a few days because she's having problems with her kidneys, and she's had this horrible infection in her kidneys since October. I can never remember the name of it, but it's such a rare infection that the Center of Disease Control is actually at the hospital right now looking over her case. Before this point, like before they put her in the hospital, she had already had different types of antibiotic treatments, including an IV that she had to wear for a week and a PICC line that's like an IV that goes straight to your heart. And neither of those things actually killed the infection. And honestly, I don't think the hospital did their job. That's a whole nother freaking rant, but the hospital didn't do their job and they didn't make sure the infection was gone, and she came home with it, and now it's worse. It's just been festering. But to make it worse, they can't get the infection out because my mom was born with 4 kidneys. Normal people only have 2 kidneys. She was born with 4. She has 4 kidneys. When she was 8, they detached 2 of them. They left them in there, so she has 2 working kidneys and 2 non-working kidneys. I know it's confusing, but one of those kidneys is not draining how it should be. So there is an infection that is sitting in the kidney and festering. But on top of all of that, okay, so the worst part of all of that is that on one of her good kidneys, she has a mass, and it's huge. And no one knows what it is, and I am gonna absolutely lose it if someone doesn't tell me what it is soon, because it could be a tumor, it could be a cyst, and it could be one of her old dead kidneys. They don't know. So they went in yesterday and they put a tube in her back that has to stay there for a few months and just like hang out her back to help drain this infection, so that when the infection's gone, they can go in and remove the mass. And at that point, we will hopefully know what it is and what's gonna happen from there. That has been taking a lot of my time and energy and focus, and really honestly making me question like mortality and the fact that I'm getting older, my friends are getting older, my family is getting older. Like, you only get one body. This is it. I need to take care of it. Like, I don't want to get cancer and die. I don't want to be as unhealthy as some of the people I know. Like, it's really made me question things. I need to reevaluate some things. Like, in all honesty, it's scary as hell to think that my mom could be dying at 41 years old. Like, it's just not even real to me. Like, my grandparents are getting older. Some of my friends are almost in their 30s. Like, it's just weird. It's weird. I don't even know how to talk about this because it's such a touchy subject and it's a big part of my truth and my story, and there's no easy way for me to say it without making someone look bad, and it sucks. But I haven't always had the best relationship, and I don't know how to say this without hurting her feelings or someone else's feelings. I love my mom to death. I would die for her. She is my best friend, and I want to make that incredibly clear. You can love someone and still have a toxic relationship with them, and I think that's really like important to understand. This that I want to talk about and this medication that I've started that I want to talk about kind of go hand in hand in a way. Let's switch to the medication for a minute because this is just like too much for me right now, honestly. It's just like, it's hard to talk about. It's super hard to talk about, and hopefully you guys can understand why in a minute. But actually, let's just like take a second, get a change of scenery, regroup. This is so hard. I don't know why this is so hard. I didn't think this was so hard. Like, I act like I'm so happy and happy, but that doesn't make talking about these things like any easier at all. I am just, okay, give me a second. I've taken a minute, I've regrouped, and let's talk about this medication. I've been on it for just over a month now, so I've been on it long enough to kind of like give you guys the lowdown on how I feel about it, how it makes me feel, like if I think it's worth it, if I think it's making a change in my life, and oh boy, it's called suboxone. It is a pill that you take under your tongue once, twice, 3 times daily, whatever the doctor recommends for you. I don't know what suboxone is. It is a pill you dissolve under your tongue and your mouth 1 to 3 times a day, and it serves your like want to get high. As easy as it is or not easy as it is to stay clean, this stuff helps a lot more. Like, it just takes away any extra thoughts you would have about it, I guess. Like, suboxone is a wonderful, wonderful thing, if I do say so myself. Like, obviously it is a prescribed medication that you have to get from a doctor. I myself go to Project Recovery in Rapid. I honestly think that might be the only place you can get it. It is something that is used to help treat addiction. So if you're not an addict, this probably won't pertain to you as much as like maybe my other medications would, which we can go over at some point because I do take a couple, but after taking it for the last 30 days, I can say that it is a total life-changing thing. If you are an opiate addict and you are struggling to get clean, you absolutely need to try this. But my overall cravings and triggers and everything has gone down at least 75-80%, and that is amazing, like absolutely amazing. And I'm so grateful I found this program, and if anyone has more questions about it or wants to talk to me more about it, please feel free to ask. That's why I'm here. It doesn't get you high. A lot of people have like this misconception that it must get you high if it works. Like, the suboxone is meant to block the receptors in your brain, basically. So even though I've been clean for quite a while now, I still get a lot of cravings, and I still get like triggered, and like I still have bad days. It's really hard sometimes. And one of the biggest problems is that like a person that I spend a majority of my time with is like a huge trigger to me. And like that's kind of what I was getting at back in that other video. It's like one of the people who's closest to me and nearest and dearest to my heart is like a huge trigger in my life, and it's very hard to find like the balance. But I hope this makes sense. Like, I hope I don't go and edit this video and this just sounds like I'm ragging on my mom. Like, I've tried. It's hard. I just need to come out and say it. She's I can't say she's the reason I'm addicted to painkillers, but she has been. She didn't help the problem. Let's just put it that way. It's not her fault. Just her fault. It is also my fault. It is. I guess we can get more into that, but in a lot of ways that's changed our relationship and how we look at each other and are like kind of our mother-daughter relationship. It's not really that kind of relationship anymore. It's more of a friend relationship in a way, I guess. I don't know how to explain it exactly. It's kind of just ruined our relationship in ways. Dear diary, like, let me spill my fucking guts to you guys. That's how I feel. I love her. I just hate that we ruined our relationship with drugs, and God, this sucks. I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, because like I said, I absolutely love my mom and I would die for my mom, and I don't blame her for the way I've turned out or any of my problems or anything like that, but it has affected our relationship. I just want to get that across. It's affected our relationship, and now that I'm trying to work it out and work through it, I just like don't know where to go. Like, what do I do? SOS, guys, like, send help. Let's move on. So, again, guys, I don't want anyone to think that she's a drug dealer or a bad parent or anything like that, because she raised me and my brother both very well. Bad things just happened as the older I got, and it wasn't anyone's fault. It is what it is. I just needed to explain to you guys part of our dynamic, because there's so many things I want to talk about, but I can't without sharing that part of my life. And I will go more into it later on, but for now, that's it. I can't handle any more heavy-hearted shit, because beyond that, I am the happiest I've ever been. This medication is working wonders for me. I love being around the babies and being outside and working with Colin. I think it's awesome, and it's a really good way to spend time together, and Landon has been behaving so well lately. I can't. Colin's the best thing that's ever happened to him too. I mean, really, he listens to Colin more than he listens to me. I don't know if it's just a kid thing, but kids don't really listen to their moms, right? Like, they listen to everyone but their moms better. So Landon listens to Colin really, really well, and Colin can get him to eat the good things he should be eating and do the shitty chores that he doesn't want to be doing. And it's just, I'm so grateful. I love my family. I love Colin and I love Landon. I love everyone, and I'm happy. Overall, things are good, but I know that they don't always stay good and that things happen, so I always just count my blessings and enjoy the good things while they last. My anxiety has been really good lately. I don't know why, it just has been. It could be these pills I'm taking. Aside from all of that negative, awful, horrible crap, my life has been going just great. Another reason I've been so far behind is we are calving, and if you don't know what that is, I live on a ranch, and we have 800 head of cattle, and every year between Christmas and April, we have baby cows all over, every day, all day, for months. And my boyfriend's lived here his whole life, and he's used to this kind of stuff. I've only lived here for 2 years, and I'm still getting used to it, but I am so internally grateful because of these cows. I get to stay home and hang out with my baby and make my vlogs and spend time with my boyfriend and my family, and I'm just so grateful. Aside from the baby calf that was living in my house, you guys will have to check out that video to hear more about that, because we got a lot more to talk about. I actually even have one in my house right now. His name's Walton. I don't know why we named him. I don't try to get attached to these animals, because obviously we're not going to keep him. We're not going to keep him as a pet. Like, I'm just helping him survive. He was born prematurely as a twin at 20 pounds. Most calves are 60 plus pounds. You know, we have ones that are 100 plus pounds. So anyway, been busy calving, been busy doing that. Let's move on. On my way back from R.I.P tonight, driving, I just had like this epiphany, and I felt like I needed to share. I've always hated being alone. Like, I've always felt that I needed someone around me to complete me, and that if I was alone, I would just go crazy in my own head. Like, my thoughts would drive me insane. And I always needed someone there or something there entertaining me and keeping me occupied. But more and more, I am enjoying my own company. Like, I enjoy being alone and spending time by myself and getting to know myself. And like, I think I know why. I've grown so much as a person in the last year that I think maybe I can finally say that I'm starting to love myself and love who I am as a person. So it would make sense that
I wanted to be alone more and spend more time with myself, because I actually am starting to like myself and enjoy myself more. Before, I was so miserable all the time that, like, why would I want to be around me and stuck in my own head all the time? Like, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but to me it does. It was like an aha moment, you know? So, I don't know. It's just crazy how good everything's going. Knock on wood, because every time things go well, something bad happens. But I've always been told that, like, you need to, like, know yourself and love yourself and discover yourself and really spend time alone to know who you are. And I kind of am understanding that more, I guess. I'm enjoying myself more and more. Yeah. That's that, I guess. Alright. Thanks for coming to my Epiphany TED Talk. Much love.
I'm so sorry these videos are all like thrown together and kind of mashed up. I recorded them all on different days at different times. I meant to post this one before the calf one and it didn't work out. That one got done before this, so like some things have changed since then, and mostly with my mom and the calf. Let me explain. So it's Tuesday, February 4th. I'm at my mom's because she got home from the hospital yesterday. Because I needed a break from the ranch, honestly. If I'm being honest, I've been overwhelmed, and just to catch up on a few things, my mom is home. The mass on her kidney is not a tumor. It's actually one of her one of the two kidneys that they detached at a young age, and it actually kind of grew itself onto her good kidney. So once they get rid of this infection that she has, which is a very, very, very serious infection, like infectious disease, and Center of Disease Control made her a special medication just for this infection. And we're still worried about it going septic and possibly killing her, but at least there's no tumor. In other news, in other worse, sad news. Overall, things are good, but I know that they don't always stay good and that things happen. I know everyone's been following me for the last couple weeks on this Walton journey, and
I don't know. It's just crazy how good everything's going. Knock on wood, because every time things go well, something bad happens. But
I just don't know how to say this other than that he passed away. Saturday night, he passed away. And I mentally prepared myself for this moment like the best I could, because I knew that there was a chance that he wasn't gonna make it. Like, we all kind of did know that this could happen, and I tried not to get too attached, but it just doesn't make it any easier. He was in the barn for about 4 days before I noticed he was starting to not be as spunky and fun. He wasn't wanting to eat as much the last day, and we brought him back inside Saturday evening and covered him up and put him in bed and tried feeding him, and he was dead not more than 2 hours later. Sucks so bad. I feel so bad. I just wanted to save him. Anyway, that's it. Sorry, guys. I don't really know how to end this video other than just saying that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching all of this and following us on our journey and supporting us, and I really do love you guys. You can follow me here on my YouTube or on my Instagram, Honestly.Kelsey. Until next time, I love you.